Well, good morning everybody. It is 10 to 11 and our holds just showed up, so we can keep going building. What I'll do is give you kind of a quick tour of what we've done so far, and then I'll show you the finished product once we get there. This is where we're at so far. Done a little bit of framing, and I've got one sheet set. Unfortunately, ran out of T-nuts and had to wait for the rest to come in. Fortunately, they did. So what we've got here, I built an 8-inch knee wall. Just for the quick math, the thickness of a 2x4 is 1.5 inches, so two 2x4s on their flat is 3 inches, so your studs only need to be 5 inches. For tying it into framing and keeping it secure, I've installed these cleats in the stud spacing, and then tied that into the framing behind on the pre-framed wall here already. And then from there, it was just a matter of doing some calculations. If I can, I would recommend downloading the Construction Master Pro app. It's about a $30 or $35 purchase, but it takes a lot of the thinking out for you, and does everything in feet and inches, so that makes it really easy. So it's just a matter of figuring out what angle I want it to be, and then installing a top plate accordingly. Of course, I had to tie in some framing into the joists here, so that I could set everything properly. And then, yeah, it's 16.3 degrees, so just two plumb cuts on either side, tied in so it carries the load all the way down to those studs, and then just some girt blocking to keep everything nice and stable. Of course, this corner was a little bit more tricky because it was underneath the ductwork, so I had to get a little creative, and yeah. Got the first sheet on, and Jess is doing the inaugural first hold.
Can we have it, Mama?
Sorry, no, bud.
And for installing the sheet, I put this set the screws every 8 inches. With drywall and that kind of thing, it's a little bit more spacing in the field, but considering we'll be hanging off it, yeah. And you don't need to use a 3-inch screw on a 3/4 ply, just use a 2-inch screw. So I've just gone through and laid out my T-nut spacing grid on the second sheet to go on the bottom. Jess figured out that in order to avoid our framing members, which we framed on 16-inch centers like traditional framing, that if we did a 6-inch horizontal offset, not an offset but a pattern, then we'd be fine. And if we offset the first row by 3 inches, we'd miss most of the framing. There's a couple T-nuts that are right on one of the studs, but there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, what we've done is horizontally there's a T-nut every 6 inches, obviously with my 3-inch stagger start right there, and then the second row starts actually the full 6 inches, and then we went with an 8-inch vertical interval based on, you know, good old internet research. So when you're getting ready to drill out your T-nut holes, what I recommend doing is on the back side of your pattern is starting with a very small drill pilot holes from the back side, and then on the face, because you're going to need a 1/2-inch bit for a 3/8 inch T-nut, you'll want to drill from the face, which gets you far less tear out than if you were to drill everything from the back. Opted not to put any bolts in the kickboard just because we'll probably use screw-on foot chips, so no sense in wasting time there, but there it is.